Let's have a quick look at how our planning horizon affects our freedom age. With our normal example here, we have this guy who is currently on a trajectory to retire at the age of 85. That's because he is currently 35, believes he'll live to 100, has 100,000 in his portfolio. It's earning about 6%, okay? He's adding 6,000 per year, so 500 a month, hoping to withdraw 75,000 net after tax. Post-retirement growth will be 4%. He has a leave behind goal of 200,000. Taxes are estimated to be 15%, and there will be no additional income, and there's a 3-year cash buffer and 2.5% inflation rate, okay? So our planning horizon is one of those levers that we don't have very much control over. So we just have to go with worst case scenario. Obviously, you can put in what your current age is, your desired freedom age, but then we're using 100 years old as a default. That's why the graph ends here. So this person will not run out of money, but they'll still have 200K left over as per the leave behind goal. But what happens if I start younger? Let's say I'm not 35, but I'm going to start at 25. That would mean if I do everything the same, I could retire at the age of 81. So I've saved myself a good 5 years, or 4.5 years here. And if I were to wait and become a bit older, so maybe I start only at 45, do everything the same, it's going to push it back to 89. So adding again about 3.5 years there. So obviously it becomes easier the earlier you start, but of course we have to take our fund until age into account. Let me just free that up by going into my pro version. And let's assume I live longer, not 100 years, but 120 years. Obviously the quality of life might not be as great at the end, but I'm still hoping to spend some of my money, some of that 75,000. If this were the scenario, then I couldn't plan to retire before the age of 96. So now living 20 years longer means I have to carry on working 11 years longer before I can retire. Hopefully this gives you some insight into understanding why longevity is important in these kinds of calculations. You might live to 100, you might live to 110 or 120. We really need to think about what do we want our lifestyle to be like in the future. Go ahead, dive in and have a little play with your own scenarios.